Hi and welcome to this video. My name's Ken and I'm the owner of Tailored Learning Solutions Limited. We are a learning company and in the last couple of months we have been providing a lot of our training through online platforms. Before the March 2020 lockdown we were doing lots of learning face to face, so we had to adapt our methods fairly quickly. One of the platforms we've favoured in the last couple of months is Zoom, and we've used quite a number of platforms, and in terms of what you get for what you pay for, it's a very versatile piece of kit. Now there are some pros and cons with different platforms out there, and there's one that I want to share with you today and a couple of tips to help you use Zoom a little bit more seamlessly when you're doing screen shares and multiple presentations. Now what I'm talking about is, as online facilitators, we tend to have two separate sets of slides. We'll have one set which is a welcome deck, and that's usually rotating when people come into the room, gives them information on the session, maybe a bit of information on some of the tools that you're going to be using that day, and allows learners to interact right from the start. There is then the main body of the slides, which is what you as the facilitator will be using to take your learners through that experience. Now in platforms such as ClickMeeting and in WebEx, it enables you to load the PowerPoint documentation into the software, meaning when you want to flick between different slide presentations, you can do so like an internet browser tab. And for the facilitator, it's nice and easy. You just click the tab you want and your learners see that content straight away. Zoom doesn't have this function, and it can get a little bit clumsy and a little bit clunky when you have multiple presentations you want to share with your learners. Now, one of the common setups is having PowerPoint in presenter mode, which means if you're using two monitors or a laptop and a projector, when you enter that mode, you'll see your slides on one side and then the presenter view, which gives you the little window of your slide plus all the notes that you may have made for that session. In Zoom, once you've done that and you share that with your learners, you then have to come out of that view into the slides you want to share next, go back into presenter view and then do a new screen share. It's a bit clunky, it's a bit clumsy, and I've made mistakes doing that. So I found a little bit of a workaround and a way of setting up your slides in PowerPoint, which means when you come into Zoom, it's a bit more seamless and a bit more easy for the facilitator. So here's how you do it. What I've got open on my desktop are two sets of slides that I usually use when I'm doing online learning. So on one side, I've got my rotating slides, which is over here. And on the other side, I've got my main presenter slides that I'll be taking my learners through. If you go up to Slideshow in Microsoft PowerPoint and then click Setup Slideshow, you're given these three options. And the presenter view that I mentioned earlier, this is the top one. This is usually the one that is clicked in PowerPoint. What I'd like you to try is the Browsed by Individual, and this is the one that I use when I'm doing my online sessions. And you would do that for all the slides that you need to share with your learners. So I've done the same for this one. I'll just check that it is on. Yeah, browse by individual. That means these two are now set up and ready. You then enter presenter view or slideshow on both sets of slides. And as you can see, it keeps them contained inside a window. And these windows are movable, they're resizable, meaning you can set up your desktop with your chat, your participants window, however you like to work as the facilitator. What you then do is in your screen share is share the screens you want your learners to see. So now you can see the green box is around my rotating slides, and that is what my learners will see when they enter the room. Once you're ready to start the session, you can click New Share and switch over to your main body slides. It's seamless, it's easy, it's one of the best workarounds that I've found using Zoom without having to stop sharing, start sharing, enter presenter view mode, come out of presenter view mode. It just makes things a little bit easier and one less click. Okay, the downside is if you are that person who likes to use the presenter view mode with your notes, etc., yes, you do lose that. With your second monitor though, you could have your notes up on there, or if you're a little bit old-fashioned like myself, a printed out version in front of you. So for your next virtual learning session, Try that method, see how you get on. Come back and drop us a few comments in the comments box to let us know how you've been using it, and please make sure you subscribe to our channel to be updated when new videos like this come out. Thanks very much for taking the time to watch this video, and have fun with the changes of presenter view mode in your PowerPoint slides. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.